Hello YouTubers, subscribers, and friends. Welcome to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever time you may be viewing this video. Just dropped my kids off at the bus stop. Getting ready to go to school. And thought I'd do a morning video vlog this morning. Gotta take my wife's car, her 2014 Chevy Cruze, down to the dealership this morning. Get our free window tinting done. And as you can see, there is no window tinting in this car. And in Arizona, man, you need window tinting. I mean, the AC works better when the windows are tinted. The darker the tint, the better. And I gotta get some gas too. She's got my SUV. She went to town to take care of the clients today. And I gotta go take care of the window tinting. They said it's gonna take 3 hours, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for 3 hours. There's a black and white copper looking down, seeing if I'm speeding. And yeah, I am speeding. Doing 45, supposed to be 40. But didn't turn around, kept going. So let me stop in here and get some gas. I gotta guess what side the gas cap is on. I don't know. How much is the gas going for? It says $3.39. I don't know if that's cheapo or if that's the good premium or what. Stop and take a look here. 91 octane is $3.79. 89 octane is $3.59, and $3.39 for 87 octane. That's what it's going for here where I live. I think I can get a little bit closer. Well, let me continue to do the look up. I got backup camera here. Well, you can see what I'm doing. Alright, let me get some gas put in this thing. So I put in $20 of the mid-grade at 89 cents. That's 3.59. And I got 5.5 gallons. That's what $20 gets you today. And actually, it almost gave me 3/4 of a tank. How do I reset this? Trying to figure out how to reset this thing. Don't know. Not my car. I don't drive this car. It's only got 335 miles on it, which my wife put 325 on. It had 25 miles on it when we got it. And it's already hot. It's 87 degrees out right now. I know that because that's what it says on the radio dash there. And gotta head into town now. Four-way stops. Selling honey over there. $3 a jar. Well, I'm gonna film as I go into town. I'm not gonna make you watch a long drive into town. I'll just video just a little bit here and there. It rained really hard last night. Monsoon season. And there's a mountain up here that every time I go into town it reminds me of Close Encounters. And then there's a house that reminds me of Star Wars. Every single time I go into town, that's what it reminds me of. It. You can see right there, there's the mountain. You know, that big mountain that the guy makes, he makes out of mashed potatoes in the movie Close Encounters? Well, that's what that mountain reminds me of every time I see it. School is in session, buses. So I've been talking to my wife for about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 months maybe, about getting me another motorcycle. I've had motorcycles my whole life. I started riding when I was about 10 years old. Started on mini bikes. My first actual motorcycle was a dirt bike, was the XR75 Honda. Then my brother taught me how to ride. He put me on the bike, said this is the gas, this is the brake, this makes you go, this makes you stop. If you fall over, if you crash, don't cry, get back up on it and take off again. And that's how I started riding. I've been shopping on Craigslist for motorcycles, and I've come to the conclusion that I want to get a supermoto. So I've had everything. Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha, Harley Davidson. I've even owned scooters. When I lived in Indonesia, I had a scooter. I bought a scooter for $100 in Indonesia. It was a Suzuki. And I rode that around Indonesia. Let me show you this mountain right here. That's the mountain that reminds me of Close Encounters. And I'll show you the house that reminds me of Star Wars. It's the house of the Ewoks. No, is it the Ewoks? No, not the Ewoks. The Jawas? I think it's the Jawas. Right there, that house right there. Nice tree. You know that big machine that picks up R2-D2 and C-3PO and sucks them up? Shoop. That house right there. Let me get a better side view. That house right there reminds me of the transport vehicle in Star Wars. So I think it's a Jawas. Let me get a stop here. That's what that reminds me of. Alright, let me focus on driving. I'll do some more vlogging here as I get closer to town. The Catalina Mountains, north of Tucson, Arizona. That's up where the ski lodge is. Up there, that's Mount Lemmon at the top. Go up there every year, Christmas Day. My family and I take the kids up there and go have snowball fights and stuff. And you can camp up there. They got a lake at the top up there called Rose Lake. I'll go up there and we fish sometimes. And what's going on here? Mr. Tractor. What's cool about this little Chevy Cruze is 2014. It's got turbo, and so this thing's got incredible pickup. Fast. I wonder if my wife likes it. Oh, speed demon. Beamer. Getting up on the freeway. So I almost got my wife talked into, well, let me get another bike. Not that, you know, I can't get her if she don't let me. We like to discuss stuff. And that's one of her worries about me riding a motorcycle. I don't know why she's worried, because I rode a scooter in Indonesia, and if you've seen any videos of what the traffic is like in Indonesia, this person will not let me over. What an ass. The traffic in Indonesia is crazy, man. I mean, and I drove in that, didn't get killed. Mountains over there. So that's what she's worried about. She's worried about these people who text and drive and not paying attention and me getting hit. I'm not interested in getting the motorcycle to ride around on the freeway in traffic, or even in Tucson, because I live out in the desert, out in the country, and that's basically where I want to ride. I want to go off trails with it and stuff like that. But then again, I want to use it when I need to run into town for stuff, and instead of driving my big SUV, I You could jump in the on the motorcycle, run in town. It'd be a nice little fun drive through this World National Monument. And this is the person that would not let me over. Grandma, handicapped grandma. She actually speeded up when I was trying to merge onto the freeway. I think old people should not be able to drive once you get past a certain age. I say, let's see, my mother is 76, and her driving scares the hell out of me. You couldn't pay me to get in a vehicle with her. So I'm heading into town. I think, let me see, she's 76. She doesn't look 76. I'm 50. I don't look 50 or act 50. I love the mountains. So 5 years, I'm 55, I'll be a rookie senior citizen. And then I get my discounts at McDonald's. That's what I'm looking forward to. Getting them discounts, senior citizen discounts. Even though they'll look at me, no, but like, you don't look like a senior citizen. So I get a lot of people to think that I'm like 38, 39. I have very little gray hair. And when I tell them I'm 50, they're like, no way. But yeah, so I've been riding bikes all my whole life. And I've been shopping around. I've been going to all the dealerships here in town. And watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and I've decided that I want to get a supermoto. The only thing is, I haven't been able to find a used one on Craigslist that's worth what they're asking. I mean, you can go get a brand new one for less than $5,000, and the ones that I'm seeing on Craigslist, these people are asking like $7,000, $7,500, and some of them are pretty banged up. I mean, they've been definitely abused and, you know, used in the riding in the desert and stuff like that. But I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to go to the motorcycle dealership today and see bikes everywhere. But you don't see too many supermotors driving around town. In Tucson, you usually see like that one, a Harley Davidson, a Sportster, or you see these baggers. Once in a while, you see a couple bobbers. But this is a view of Tucson here. There's Tucson Mountains, or Catalina Mountains right there. That's where Mount Lemon is. But you know, I haven't seen any supermotos driving in town, and I look for that kind of stuff because, like I said, I've grown up riding motorcycles. I love motorcycles. You know, they're fun to ride. I've been in a lot of motorcycle accidents too, but not on the street. Most of the accidents I've been in are dirt bikes, because I got a lot of experience riding dirt bikes. My friends call me Little Knievel because, you know, I don't just putt around. I really ride like I'm racing Supercross or something. And my wife has seen pictures of me doing jumps that are like, you know, 65 feet in distance and 15 feet in the air and stuff like that. I actually broke my foot and cut off my right big toe in a motorcycle accident in Florida racing. I went off the track and into the trees and got pinned. I was 3 feet stuck up into the tree with my foot up underneath the right side of my foot up underneath the motorcycle, stuck to the tree. And when they came around and found me in the tree and they pulled me off, my right foot looked like an elf shoe. And I had steel-toe motorcycle boots, and when they took me to the hospital, they took it off. It was completely, my right big toe was completely just smashed. I mean, just the tip of it was cut off. I'm missing the tip of the bone. They had to do reconstructive surgery on it, and the doctor told me they would never grow a toenail back. And that was back in 92. I got a toenail now. It grew back, but it took forever. But I'm still missing a quarter piece of my toe, and the bone is missing. And I broke my foot in 2 places. The doctor said if I didn't have the steel toe motorcycle boots on, my foot probably would only be broken. I probably wouldn't have cut off my big toe because the metal inside the boot got smashed and it pinched my toe and cut the tip of it off. It was painful. 164 stitches of reconstruction surgery. Corvette. That didn't stop me from riding. I still love riding. Alright, well, I'm going to focus. I'm in town because these people in town here don't know how to drive. I'm going to focus on driving and vlog a little bit more later. Coming in on Tucson here. I'm on River Road and this is La Cholla, if anybody was interested. Speaking of texting and driving, this guy right here, this is the first guy I've ever seen texting and driving, right next to me. I thought it was a girl because he's swerving all over the place, you see, like he's getting close to the median over there. I'm almost to the dealership, but I'm always keeping my eye out, even though when I'm driving in a car, especially after this girl hit me and ran me into the guardrail, I'm even more cautious now about driving. When I was in the 5th grade, my 5th grade teacher told me, well, actually told the whole class that, she's like, class, what I'm about to tell you, you will never forget for the rest of your life. And then she proceeded to say that if you want to save your life, if you want to extend your life to last for a long time, when you start driving, whenever you come to a stoplight, when it turns green, count to 2 before you progress forward, and that will save your life. And I've never forgot it. I actually do that all the time now. And it's a good thing to practice because people like to run lights, and if you, when the light turns green, if you go 1001, 1002 and then you go, you'll be surprised, you know, in your lifetime how many times you see people actually running red lights. Here in Tucson, they got these cameras set up here, especially this light right here, to catch those red light runners. And they're expensive, man. I got nailed one time because I got behind a guy who stopped in the middle as we were going through and turned yellow and then red, and then I got a picture taken right here, these photo camera. And it was an expensive ticket, man, $365. And on the envelope that they send you, they give you the website link to where you can actually see the video of you getting the photo taken. And all you gotta do is get caught once with those photo palm lights, cameras, and you'll never run them or even attempt to run them again because they're expensive. I guess I'm gonna kill time over here at the Tucson Mall. This is gonna take 3 hours to get the window tinting done. And maybe I'll go to McDonald's first, get me some breakfast. I have not eaten breakfast. I'm starving. This is what they call the Auto Mall in Tucson. I'm actually in Tucson, west side of Tucson. And Watson Chevrolet is where I got this car, and that's where I'm going. Get my free window tinting. Gotta go see Rick. And then I got 3 hours to kill on what I'm gonna do. Badass Camaros. That's a nice truck right there. Here's a before look at my car before I get the windows tinted. And then I'll get a after it's done. Corvette. New Stingray. I got it in white over there too. $73,000. This is 2014 Stingray. Just dropped my car off to get the windows tinted. Checking out the Corvettes there. That's a Malibu Camaro. White Corvette Stinger. Yeah, gotta go kill some time now. Alright, got my car window tinting all done. Here's what that looks like now. Looks like a different car. Windshield's still dirty, huh? It's nice. Not limo tint, that's for sure. But it's nice. Better than nothing. Go get my keys. Alrighty, I got my window tinting done in my car. Looks really nice. It's nice and dark in here. The AC doesn't have to run so hard now. And I got some time before I have to head back home. There's a Goodwill that I like to go to. I don't have time to go there today because I'm going to go to the motorcycle dealership over here. Up here on the left. It's over here on the West Ina, just west of Old Father Drive. Got to go over them mountains there to go to my home. So I'm going to go in here and check out the motorcycle, see what they got in there. I mean, you can go online and look at it, but it's much fun or much better to go look at them in person. You can touch them and feel them and sit on them, ask questions. Right now, this is where I'm going, and we'll see if they let me do any filming inside. If not, then that'll suck. And they got a lot of these dune buggies. This is motorcycle parking. Where do you park for cars? All motorcycle parking. These things are cool too, right here. These little dune buggies. Guess you gotta park way over here. Some motorcycle trailers, quad trailers. That's a cool truck. Alright, let me go inside here and see if they'll let me do some filming. This thing is pretty cool. Little one-seater. Says it goes up to 80. This thing is cool here. 1000R. Look at them shocks. That is cool. 4-seater. That thing is cool. Look at the exhaust on that thing. That's pretty cool, Can-Am. This thing says it goes up to 130. Push button start. Got a handle here in the front and the back. That's cool. Camouflage. Take a look at these bikes here. Financing as low as 2.99%, rebates up to 1,000. These are all dirt bikes. This is what I'm looking at right here, this thing right here. Cool. Look at the size of those tires. TW200. Cool. You work here?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have one of those, an older version, but...
Really? How do you like it?
Oh, I love it. I've had it for many years. It's a really unique bike. And it's, you know, for running around town or going anywhere in the dirt, can't beat it.
Yeah, you ride out, take it out in the dirt?
I have done that a number of times, sure.
Yeah, that's
It'll
what.
go just about anywhere you want to point it. I put street tires on mine. They had tires
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
non-knobby.
I like the knobby ones.
You want the knobbies?
I live out in the country, so that's probably where I'd be riding
Yeah, if
more
you ever
often.
encounter mud, you want some knobbies. But I've never really ridden through that much mud, so the knobbies aren't necessary for
I'd
me.
probably ride it till I wear those out and then probably go to street. But,
There you go. Oh, but they'll go 5 or 10, probably about 10,000 miles, those knobbies, believe it or not.
Really? That's a nice looking bike, man. 200.
They
What
have
kind
to
of
change-
power does it have on it? Yours is a 200 too?
200 is, well, let's see, they're 2.25 now. I think they're 225.
Oh yeah.
So this may be a little bit bigger, I think.
It says
than mine.
TW200 on it.
It does say 200, okay.
What's the gearing on it?
It's 5-speed.
5-speed, 1 down, 4 up?
Yep, and it does fine. I mean, on the street, you couldn't beat any cars. It's not going to win any races against other bikes.
I've been riding bikes all my life and I've never had a motorcycle license. How
Really?
hard is it to get a motorcycle license?
Not too. You have to go through the riding test.
Yeah.
And my daughter did it. I got a little motorcycle for
Well, I'm
her
sure
to
I
do.
could do it. I just never had the patience going down and do it. But I figure if you get a finance one, you got to have a license.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and then you may have to go through a motorcycle safety course and all this other.
really?
Well, some people do, but I
don't
don't
know.
think you need to do the safety course. You can just go down there and ride it. Hey, that's what I did with my daughter. I taught her myself in the street.
Yeah, that guy really loves his bike, man. I thought he worked here. This is a 200. There you go, some older gentleman. Well, it says 1000 cm. It's got 18-inch tires on the front. And I don't know what size tire. It's a smaller tire in the back here. And it says 14, 180/80 14. That's a big tire, man. That's a big fat tire. Look at, they got the keys in the back here. Good thing they got a cable right here. TW400 Yamaha. This is nice, man. I don't know how much it is. That guy was telling me it's probably about $3,500. I'm gonna go inside and get some more information on it. But the guy he said his was an 89. Had nothing but good praise about it. It's got 5 miles on it. It's a nice bike. I'm gonna go check it out and get more information on it. I went down there, I was looking at this, it was a 650, DR 650. I can barely touch the ground, man. I'm tippy-toe. I gave my groin a good stretch just trying to tippy-toe on this baby, man. And look at the exhaust on this thing. Dual Sport 650. That's too big for me. I don't like have to struggle tippy-toe. But I'm gonna go inside and get more information on this 200. Sweet little bike. Alright, I said I'm gonna go to the Harley dealership. Had to stop and give me some tacos. The best tacos in the world, Jack Box tacos. And look at that, there's an old pay phone booth. I haven't seen those in forever. It was cool going there looking at the Yamaha 200, but the thing that I didn't like was I've been driving motorcycles for over 40 years, you know, and I asked this kid who was the salesman in there how old he was, and he said, I'm 24. I said, he was trying to get me to go do the paperwork and see if I qualify to finance the TW200. I said, look, I'm shopping. I'm not in a rush right now. I'm still talking over with my wife, and she still has to come down and look at what I'm looking at, and because she thinks I want to get a crotch rocket, a 1000 crotch rocket, and I don't. I just want to get something to tool around in the desert, and I wanted a supermoto, but man, I can't even touch the ground in a supermoto. And I told this kid in there, I said, man, listen, I don't want to be pressured into trying to buy anything. I'm window shopping. I'm getting my information. Coming in, I'm testing the bikes. I want to, you know, take a test drive and see, you know, how they feel. And he's like, oh, we don't do any test drives here. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, you think we're going to let every snot-nosed kid that comes in and wants to test drive a bike and take it around and beat it up and, you know, not buy it? Look at this cop right here. And I said, listen, man, I just bought a brand new car and I test drove 4 or 5 cars before I bought that one. You know, I don't buy anything until I test drive it. And he said, Well, we don't have any gas or oil or batteries in the bike, so we can't let anybody test drive it. And then I said, well, I guess I'm going to have to continue to shop around because I don't buy anything unless I can test drive it. And he's like, well, you know, if you don't like it if you qualify and you want to buy finance it and you don't like it, you can always bring it back. And I'm like, well, that's wasting your time and my time. And he's like, well, what are you going to do then? I said, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shop around on Craigslist, find some bike that I like that, you know, maybe it's the same, you know, category as that 200, and then see how I like it, you know, because, you know, who buys something without testing it? Everything I buy, I test it before I buy it. So I decided, well, it's time for me to go. I told him I'm going to go over to Harley Davidson, check out what they got. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I do a lot of shopping before I buy anything. Unless it's on clearance, it's the only time I really just buy it right away. But man, them tacos are smelling good, man. Jack in the Box makes the best tacos. Get 2 for $1. Can't beat that. I got 4 tacos and a large iced tea for less than $5. You can't beat that, man. I'm only in Tucson. So I gotta go hit this exit, do a U-turn and head over to Harley Davidson. And then I gotta head home before my kid gets out of school. It's 12:09, he gets home at 1:30. So I got about 30 minutes to kill at the Harley Davidson and then a 25-minute drive home. But it's back that way. I gotta go here, turn around, and go all the way back. Harley Davidson Cycles in Tucson. Let's go see what they got inside here. Hope this lady don't hit me. See if they let me film inside. Cruisers. That's sweet. $13,799. Let's go check it out on inside. That one's sold. 500. This one looks cool. A lot of chrome. Oh, the gear. It's got some cool wheels. Nice LED headlight. I haven't asked anybody if I can film here, but I'm sure they'll say I can. If I can, they'll let me say something.
What they say, if you take pictures, you gotta buy them.
Well, I'm not taking pictures, I'm making a video. So I guess I don't have to buy it.
Oh, you have to buy them all then. Now, you know what? We'll only hold you to 7. 1 for each day of the week.
Really?
Yeah.
What are these bikes going for? Like that one on that spinner right there?
About 82.
82?
Yeah.
You got anything less than that here?
This one right here.
That one that's sold?
Yeah.
What'd that go for?
They're right at about 65.
65?
Yeah.
Harley doesn't have any that are half off-road or
That are what?
that are like off-road. They don't make anything like that?
No, we don't make any dirt bikes.
What do they call them, like street and off-road?
Like a dual sport?
Yeah, like a dual
No.
sport. That's what I'm looking for.
No, we don't make any.
I thought Harley did. What is this right here?
You could turn one of these. I
Sportster?
have turned one of these into a dual sport, a Sportster.
Is that a Sportster right there?
It looks a 1200.
Is that for a woman? It looks awfully small.
No, it's just for it's just a entry-level bike, 1200
Really?
for a new guy.
I'm gonna sit on it. Okay, so that was Harley Davidson of Tucson. I don't know what it is about these salespeople. They're pushy, pushy, pushy. I mean, what happened to the day people going in and just asking information and shopping around and test drive? They won't even let you test drive here either. I mean, how the hell are you going to sell anything if you don't let people test drive it? I won't be buying one from here, that's for sure, because I'm not going to buy anything unless I can test drive it. New or used. So, I think I'm going to end up buying in a used bike because I'm not buying nothing if I can't test drive. And I told the guy in here, he said the same thing. After you buy it, you got so many days. You decide you don't like it, you can bring it back in, get your money back. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to go through the process of doing the paperwork, giving the down payment, coming to an agreement on a monthly payment, insuring it. Because, you know, I got to put money out in my pocket to insure it. You know, I don't want to have to call the insurance company and cancel it and say, well, I didn't like the bike, I got to cancel insurance. I mean, it's just, to me, it's a waste of time. I don't get it. So they won't be getting my money. Maybe I have to go to Phoenix or something like that that allows. I mean, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where people are doing test drives on motorcycles. That's the dealership I want to go to. There's a police station right over here. Black and whites, black and whites. Dune buggy. Actually, he's got a skateboard. I guess his dune buggy broke down. Well, it's that time of the day, 12:30. My son will be home from school in an hour, and it'll probably take me 25 minutes to get home. And I killed a lot of birds with one stone today. Got my window tinting done. I got my lunch. I went to 2 dealerships. Got a lot of information and found out that I'm not going to be buying from dealerships. So, and that supermotos are way too tall for me. Like I said, I'm 5'7.5". I don't like tippy-toeing to where I can barely touch the ground. I mean, a little tippy-toeing's fine, but the amount of tippy-toeing on a supermoto, nah. I like the supermoto. I like that TW200 too, but who knows? Maybe I'll find something completely different off of Craigslist for $1,000 or $500 that needs to be fixed up. You know, because you got to make, no matter what bike you get, you have to make the bike your own. Because I know I won't be riding it that much. I had a little dirt bike and I didn't even ride that much. I got it for my kids and I just rode around the driveway and that was it. Riding by yourself is boring too. You gotta have somebody to ride with. That's another reason why I don't go play golf anymore, because I don't like playing golf by myself. I used to play, and when I lived in Florida, I lived in Florida 22 years. When I lived in Florida, I played golf every single day. And then my friends gave up playing golf, got married, and won't quit playing, and I quit playing because there's no fun playing by yourself. Anyways, I'm rambling, but gotta go over that mountain there and head home because it's time to go. This is my first car vlog, and remember to like my videos if you like them. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, support my channel. And I read every single comment, whether it's negative or positive. I don't like negative ones, but I'll still read them. And it's your right to post whatever you want. Although it's my right to also to block you if you're going to be a troll. And if you like the videos, like them. And as always...